Many people wonder, can dogs eat pork? It's a question that pops up quite often among pet owners. After all, we want to share our lives and sometimes our meals with our furry friends. But is it safe to share pork with them? It's a common question, and the answer is a little tricky. While pork itself isn't toxic to dogs, there are several factors to consider before you let your dog indulge in this meat. You see, it's not a simple yes or no. The preparation, seasoning, and even the cut of pork can make a big difference in whether it's safe for your dog to eat. We love our dogs and want to give them the best. They are part of our family, and their health and happiness are paramount. This means we need to be cautious about what we feed them. That includes feeding them right. A balanced diet is crucial for their well-being, and not all human foods are suitable for dogs. So let's learn about pork and our furry friends. Pork can be a good source of protein, but it must be prepared properly. Raw or undercooked pork can contain parasites that are harmful to dogs. Some foods are fine for humans, but not for dogs. For example, pork seasoned with garlic, onions, or other spices can be toxic to dogs. These seasonings can cause serious health issues. Pork is one of those foods that needs a closer look. Always ensure that the pork is fully cooked and free from any harmful additives. Plain unseasoned pork is the safest option if you decide to give it to your dog. It can be okay for dogs, but there are important things to know. Moderation is key. Too much pork can lead to obesity and other health problems in dogs. We need to be careful about what kind of pork we give our dogs. Always consult with your veterinarian before introducing new foods into your dog's diet. They can provide guidance based on your dog's specific health needs and dietary requirements. Remember, a happy dog is a healthy dog. Here's the good news. Dogs can eat pork. Yes, you heard that right. Pork is not toxic to dogs and they can enjoy it just like we do. However, there are some important things to keep in mind. While dogs can eat pork, it shouldn't be a regular part of their diet. Pork is high in fat, and too much fat is not good for dogs, just like it's not good for us. But hold on, there's a catch. Not all pork is created equal, and not all forms of pork are safe for your furry friend. For instance, raw or undercooked pork can contain harmful parasites that can make your dog very sick. It shouldn't be a regular part of their diet. Instead, think of pork as a special treat for your furry friend. It's something you can give them once in a while, perhaps as a reward for good behavior or a special occasion. Pork is high in fat, and too much fat can lead to obesity and other health issues in dogs. It's important to trim off any excess fat and cook the pork thoroughly before giving it to your dog. Too much fat is not good for dogs, just like it's not good for us. Feeding your dog fatty foods can lead to pancreatitis, a serious condition that requires veterinary care, so moderation is key. Think of pork as a special treat for your furry friend. It's something you can give them once in a while, but it shouldn't replace their regular meals. A little bit of pork can be a tasty reward for good behavior. It's something you can give them once in a while. When you do decide to treat your dog with pork, make sure it's plain and unseasoned. Spices and seasonings can be harmful to dogs, so it's best to keep it simple. A little bit of pork can be a tasty reward for good behavior. Just remember to keep it as an occasional treat and not a staple in their diet. Your dog will appreciate the variety and you'll be keeping them healthy. But their main meal should be dog food. High-quality dog food is formulated to provide all the essential nutrients your dog needs to stay healthy and active. It's important to stick to a balanced diet to ensure your dog gets everything they need. Good dog food has all the nutrients dogs need to be healthy. So while it's okay to give your dog a little bit of pork now and then, make sure their main diet consists of nutritious dog food. This way, you'll be giving your furry friend the best chance at a long, healthy life. When giving your dog pork, make sure it's cooked thoroughly. Raw pork can have tiny parasites that are harmful to dogs. These parasites can make your dog very sick. Cooking the pork kills these parasites and makes it safe for your dog to eat. Avoid giving your dog any pork with bones. Pork bones, especially cooked ones, can splinter easily. These splinters can be very dangerous for your dog. They can get stuck in their throat or stomach, causing serious problems. Always choose boneless pork for your furry friend. Not all pork is created equal. Some types of pork are best avoided altogether. Processed pork products like bacon, ham, and sausage are not good for dogs. These products are often high in salt and other additives that can be harmful to your dog's health. Another type of pork to avoid is fatty cuts like the belly or skin. These cuts are high in fat, which can upset your dog's stomach and lead to weight gain. Stick to leaner cuts of pork like the loin or tenderloin for your furry friend. Moderation is key. Pork portions for pups. Remember, even when giving your dog safe pork, moderation is key. Too much pork can lead to health problems like pancreatitis, which is a painful inflammation of the pancreas. Start with a small amount of pork and see how your dog reacts. If your dog shows any signs of digestive upset like vomiting or diarrhea, stop giving them pork and consult your veterinarian. Every dog is different, so it's important to pay attention to your dog's individual needs and reactions. Too much of a good thing. Pork-related health risks. While a little bit of pork now and then is unlikely to cause harm, it's important to be aware of the potential health risks associated with feeding your dog too much pork. Pork, like many other meats, can be a tasty treat for your furry friend, but moderation is key. Overindulgence can lead to a variety of health issues that could affect your dog's quality of life. One of the primary concerns with feeding dogs pork is its high fat content. While fats are an essential part of a dog's diet, providing energy and supporting cell function, too much fat can be detrimental. Excessive fat intake can lead to obesity, a condition that is increasingly common in pets today. Obesity in dogs can cause a range of health problems, including joint issues, diabetes, and heart disease. Another significant risk associated with pork is pancreatitis. Pancreatitis is an inflammation of the pancreas, an organ that plays a crucial role in digestion and blood sugar regulation. When a dog consumes too much fat, the pancreas can become overworked and inflamed, leading to severe pain, vomiting, diarrhea, and even life-threatening complications. It's a condition that requires immediate veterinary attention and can be very distressing for both the dog and the owner. In addition to obesity and pancreatitis, feeding your dog too much pork can also lead to other health problems. For instance, pork can sometimes contain parasites or bacteria that are harmful to dogs. Cooking pork thoroughly can reduce this risk, but it's still something to be mindful of. Moreover, some cuts of pork, like bacon or ham, are often high in salt and preservatives, which can be harmful to dogs if consumed in large quantities. Additionally, some dogs may have sensitivities or allergies to pork. Food allergies in dogs can manifest in various ways, including skin irritations, gastrointestinal issues, and respiratory problems. If your dog has never had pork before, it's a good idea to introduce it slowly and watch for any adverse reactions. Common signs of a food allergy include itching, redness, swelling, and digestive upset. If you notice any signs of an allergic reaction, such as itching, swelling, or difficulty breathing, it's crucial to stop feeding your dog pork immediately and contact your veterinarian. Allergic reactions can escalate quickly and may require prompt medical intervention to ensure your dog's safety and well-being. It's always best to consult with your veterinarian before making any significant changes to your dog's diet. They can provide personalized advice based on your dog's specific health needs and dietary requirements. Remember, while pork can be a tasty treat, it should never replace a balanced and nutritionally complete diet designed for dogs. In conclusion, while pork can be enjoyed by dogs in moderation, it's essential to be aware of the potential health risks. By being informed and cautious, you can ensure that your dog stays healthy and happy. Always prioritize your pet's well-being and seek professional advice when in doubt. Stop feeding your dog pork immediately and contact your veterinarian if you notice any adverse reactions. Your vigilance can make all the difference in maintaining your dog's health. Healthy alternatives to pork. If you're looking for healthy alternatives to pork, there are plenty of other protein sources that are safe and nutritious for dogs. Chicken, turkey, beef, and fish are all good options. Just be sure to cook them thoroughly and avoid any bones. You can also give your dog small amounts of fruits and vegetables as treats. Some dog-friendly options include carrots, green beans, apples without seeds, and bananas. Always introduce new foods gradually to see how your dog tolerates them. Talking to your vet. The best advice for your furry friend. When it comes to your dog's diet, the best advice always comes from your veterinarian. They can assess your dog's individual needs and advise you on the best foods to feed them. including whether or not pork is a suitable option. Your veterinarian can also help you determine the appropriate portion size for your dog based on their age, breed, size, and activity level. Remember, every dog is unique, so what works for one dog may not work for another. What's next? More tailored tips for your best friend. We've covered a lot about pork and dogs, but there's always more to learn about keeping our furry friends happy and healthy. Stay tuned for our next discussion, where we'll explore another common question. Can dogs eat bones? Until then, keep those tails wagging.